Good morning, everyone. Today is Friday, January the 27th. My name is Anne-Marie Band, and this is the Moneyball Morning Report for the Benzinga Pro platform. So, a couple of really great things coming up ahead for the Benzinga folks. But as of today, we are taking a look at the ES to help us see what's going on with the broad market. Take a look here. Upward price ribbon, upward price ribbon, upward price ribbon. Notice we've got upward motion, but the dips in between can be pretty significant. And so what we have to think about is, what is price actually doing? And so let's take a peek. In the overnight, we are now beneath the close of yesterday. How do we work with the price? We look 2 candles to the left and we think about what's going on from that perspective. We broke out of this edge. Here's the thing about Fridays. Fridays have a tendency to be bullish this year particularly. We've had 4 or 5 Fridays in a row that have moved up from last year into January as we continue. And so what we expect is sideways motion that holds a floor, and then we move to the north. Where could we go today? Back up into 4075, 4074. To the 4100 area, there's a number at 4099, and then we've got 4110. So what are we going to do? Listen, pullbacks are buy zones. Where's the first place we're going to buy? That's going to be resistance to the left. You can see them coming in at this level I've noted for days and days. You can look back on all the notes and see that this 4057 is a really big number. And what have they done? They've come in and they bounced. So if you're looking for the trade, that's going to be the first one. What do they have to do to prove that they are on the right side? Well, they have to get above the close of the prior day, right? Is that happening at this particular juncture? No. Could it? Yes. Okay, so what do we have? We've got 2 pieces of news. Yesterday, GDP came in great. Today, we've got PCE and a couple of consumer sentiment numbers that we know the market likes to look at, because Powell has said he likes to look at them. The narrative has moved from doomsday to the soft landing. And so what we have to realize is the narrative is the game. And so if we look at the narrative being the game, what we're going to see is pullbacks or buy zones right now until we stop heading higher. And notice so far, we've got a high and then a low and then a higher high and then a higher low and then a higher high and then a higher low and then a higher high, probably going to have a higher low. Yesterday, we had support right around this between 20 and 30, okay? Today, maybe the support edge is around the same place, right? Pullbacks are going to be buy zones. If we are in an iron condor of sorts and you see it coming into the deep support area and then bouncing, you know I'm going to be moving in the position, all right? And so that is something certainly to pay attention to, where these levels are support. Right now, there is weakness. The weakness is sellers are sitting at the prior day's close. The moment they get up over that edge, they're going to try and reach the highs. If they do it and they pull back, the first place they're going to try and hold is 4067. If they don't, they're going to go to 4057. It's as straightforward as that. Do not overthink this market. It totally is not worth it. It is not worth the overthinking at all. Let's take a look at SPY. SPY is also breaking to the north, right? Came in, filled the gap. This is where I got out of the trade. But it filled the gap and began to move to the north. Great place for us to get out of our iron condor. That's where I'm going to move, folks. I'm going to move at these big levels of support and big levels of resistance that I see giving up the heat. All right? And so where could we go today? Well, again, we are underneath the close of the prior day. We're somewhere around 403 and some change. And we're likely to bounce. So where might we bounce? How about the open of yesterday? We could try there. How about the old resistance zone, which is around 402.50? Absolutely. Those are going to be the areas we're going to watch today. Really critical spaces in general, take a look at our weekly chart, folks. We've spent a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 weeks in a range. This is a range of motion, right? We haven't hit the top and we haven't hit the bottom. We are congesting and we will congest until the FOMC comes out. And then I think that proves the catalyst, unless, of course, we have some sort of currency fiasco, which could be the case, all right? Be careful. Do not be oversized to the bullish side unless you're ready to cut and run. Good luck, and I'll see you on Monday.